You just chill like on the time.
Introduce yourself. That's who you started, bro.
I'll edit it later.
Alexis, Alexis,
Why are you interviewing me? For what class?
I'm gonna just try my best. I'm gonna be looking at the paper a lot though, so.
The what?
I'm gonna be looking at the paper a lot.
Alright.
Might be a little awkward. Alright, so
No, my man.
today I am interviewing Alexis Rocha.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, this is him. So I met you before. We spoke a couple times. Actually, there's some things you might not know about me. I like football. I am actually into boxing a lot, and I am into fashion. But I am not really too sure about my road in life, where I want to end up. So to begin with, like, where were you when you were my age?
What year? How old? 17?
15.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Dang, you're young, man.
Yeah.
I started boxing at the age of 12, and I just started boxing at the age of 12 to lose weight. I was a very overweight kid, and then from there I lost about 60 pounds because I started going to the boxing gym with my brothers.
Really?
Yeah, here in Santa Ana, it's called Tequila Boxing Club in Jerome Center. So I started going.
You just started off as a hobby?
Yeah, first as a hobby, and then I just started losing weight, started getting some passion for it, and then by the time I was 13, I had this passion for it. And at the age of 13, that's when I started competing, and by the age of 15, I was already going to international tournaments, which took me to Russia.
So like at my age, you're already getting up there.
Yeah, I was already traveling the world.
That's pretty good. So did you already like kind of know you were gonna be a pro boxer?
Yeah, I did. By the time I was about 16, I told myself, you know what, this is what I want to do when I graduate, because I want to pursue a career in boxing.
What point did you realize that boxing was for you?
Probably like 15. I would say I was.
15?
Yeah, people were telling me that I was good, and I had a good work ethic, and I just believed in myself, and I knew I was gonna go places.
That's pretty cool. So you already knew.
Yeah.
And did anybody ever tell you no? Did you ever hear any discouragement along the way?
Yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be people there that tell you that no, you can't do that. I remember in high school, I would say like, oh, I'm gonna turn professional, and then people were just kind of be like, oh no, be for real. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, boxing's not gonna pay your bills when you get older.
Oh, so you kind of like manifested it at some point.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And like, how did you tune out those people who discourage you?
Simply just by doing you, by you doing you. You know, you gotta. End of the day, you just have to think about for yourself, and you gotta think about your family, but ultimately yourself. Because if you could help yourself, and if you could do what you want to do for yourself, you could do anything, and that could be providing for your family.
Yeah,
your family.
Like at the end of the day, haters are gonna hate.
Haters are gonna hate, and they're always gonna hate.
Always
Whether you do good or you do bad, they're always gonna hate.
Would you say like that's one of your biggest challenges, or no?
Haters?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, that's one of my biggest challenges, because I'm a people pleaser, so I want everyone to like me, and I know in this sport that I'm in not even the sport, but I know in the profession that I'm in, it's people are gonna view me as an image, and every time I go in the boxing ring, that's for them to view me, and that's them to critique me, and whatever I lack on, they're gonna have their opinions. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just gotta focus on what I have to do.
Yeah. Usually, I'm not sure if you heard about this saying, haters are your biggest fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Always tuning in, for sure.
Usually, like, how would you mentally recover from a loss?
It's hard, man. It's hard.
It's tough.
My first loss, it was a little discouraging. I lost by points. You know, it was a unanimous decision. My last loss, back in October, I got knocked out. And that was the first time I ever touched the canvas. I've ever been knocked down. I got beat up, to be honest. To be simple, I just really got beat up that fight. Broke my nose, got knocked down the 6th round, and then cried my ass off that whole night. But you know, it takes a little while for you to overcome that, and just the person, the individual you are, you have to take those challenges, and you got to move forward. You got to learn from that, and that's what you really have to do with losses. You have to learn from them and keep moving forward, because every loss, because every loss you're always gonna learn, and just how you move forward and have your head up high.
Yeah, that just goes to show, no matter like what level you are in boxing, there's always gonna be that feeling.
Exactly.
Whenever you lose. And who is your role model? Do you
My-
have one?
My role model right now, I don't have too much. I have a lot of good support system. You know, whether it's my girlfriend, whether it's my friends, some family members, my coaches. I wouldn't say I have role models in the sport, but there's people that I look up to in boxing, like some of the best fighters, like Canelo Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
See what he's done. Just like uh, inspirations and idols like that I learned from.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, like, did you have any mentors? Like,
Mentors?
who guided you throughout the way?
Yeah, I mean, my parents were both there guiding me. My coach was also a good mentor in my life. My brother, given the fact that he's a professional boxer as well, so anything I was going through, he's already been through that. So he would give me advice on how to do certain stuff.
Yeah, that's the same thing with my brother too. He shows me like whatever he's been through,
Yeah.
and he guides me right down the right path, or he
Yeah.
tries.
Yeah.
So like, you know him. Huh?
Mm.
When was the last time you have experienced failure?
I wouldn't say failure. I haven't failed in anything. Yeah, I've lost fights, but I feel that, like I said, those are lessons learned.
Oh, learning lessons. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Learning experiences, and I feel also that you don't really fail until you give up.
Yeah, I
So-
totally agree with that, man. I like that one. And what does it take for someone to do what you do every day, every time you step in that ring, every time you put the gloves on?
I mean, anyone can do it, but it's just the way I've done it is just the self belief, and it takes a big system. I have a good support group, like I said, with my girlfriend, my family, my coaches, and I have a great team behind me, like with them by my side. But really, it comes down to your self belief, and it comes down to how bad you want it, how driven are you. And every time I go in there, I have something to prove to myself, and it shows.
So you would say it takes discipline.
It takes a lot of discipline. Yeah, it takes a lot of discipline. to do that.
And what do you do to stay disciplined?
I've done this so long. I've done this 14 years now overall in total. I've done it 8 years professionally. I know what it is to be disciplined. I know what it is to be overconfident, to be like whatever about it. But what keeps me grounded is to be one of the best in my division.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, and even when I'm there, it's gonna be one day that I'm a world champion. But I still won't be content. I still want to get better.
Yeah, I want to see that day, man.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
And then I see that you're a very humble guy too.
Yeah.
That makes me more humble.
Thank you, bro.
And then, sorry, I can't really read this. How do you prepare, like before a big fight, like against a really big opponent, like Oscar,
Yeah, with everyone there.
Yeah.
Like, would you say like mentally prepare or
Like,
physically?
mentally.
Or both?
Mentally. I mean, I know physically you gotta work it out,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut weight.
Yeah. So yeah, physically, like I know what to do when it is to like spar, what is to when I have to run, and just prepare myself to physically best, which is a diet and all that. Mentally, it's tough. I think mentally that's the most hardest part. The physical part, yeah, it's tough. When you have to get up at 5 a.m. to go run, when you have to go spar 12, 14 rounds, that's tough. Don't get me wrong. But mentally, when you're behind in the backroom stages, getting your hands wrapped, ready to go fight in front of thousands of people, and then hundreds of thousands of people that are tuning in on pay-per-view or wherever you're fighting on, that's tough. But you gotta stay relaxed, stay calm. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to feel those nerves. It's okay to have thoughts that are like, what if I lose? Because everyone's human. Everyone has those thoughts. But it's when you start walking out and you get in that ring, like all those thoughts have to be in the backstage dressing room. So you really have to be focused. You just have to have that self-belief. You have to have that. If you know that you've done everything you can in training camp and you've worked really hard, then that alone should just be like the reassurance that you need for the fight.
Yeah, because I see that every time you step in that ring, your opponent is there for the same reason you are.
Exactly.
To win, to beat you, and you gotta come in there with that same mentality, huh?
It's crazy. It's a kill to be killed in there.
Yeah, it's either them or you.
Exactly.
That's what I think about it in football.
Yeah, it's either them or you. Exactly.
So like, you would say it's mostly a mental game then. Huh?
It's yeah. I think any sport's
Yeah.
a mental game.
And then is there anything you work on yourself on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
So like, is there anything you do on the daily to like get your mental right, like stretch, clear your mind, take breathers?
Yeah, just I kind of get the. I mean, I pray. I pray a lot. I pray pretty much every day. Well, I do pray every day actually.
Yeah, that helps me too.
Yeah, I pray every day, and it just not even for myself. It just for my family, and that keeps me in high hopes. I'm pretty religious when it comes to like being Catholic and praising, giving my prayers and believing in God and just doing what I have to do. And yeah, that's what keeps me mentally good. That's what keeps me good. Just praying for my family, knowing the fact that they're okay, knowing the fact that my girlfriend's okay, her family's okay, all my friends are good, my coaches. It keeps me really positive.
Yeah, very humble and religious guy. Huh?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I find peace in my faith too.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people out there do too.
Yeah.
So like, what would a day in your life look like? Like, are some harder than others?
Yeah. I mean, what typically my day looks like when I'm not training, I don't do anything. I have all the.
Oh, so
I do. Yeah. I wake up pretty much.
relaxed.
It's relaxing, bro. To be honest, I really I'm very fortunate to have such a good career that I don't have to be working like a 9-to-5 job. I could, the paychecks are pretty good for me right now, so I can do whatever. But what I like doing, which this Friday I'm gonna go to Jefferson Elementary School, my old elementary that I graduated from, and I'm gonna go be a speaker for Career Day.
Oh.
So I try to occupy myself with little stuff that I can do when I'm not training, like whether it's going to school to go speak, or whether it's giving back to my community or doing community service. And then that's the typically average time what I do when I'm off training. And when I'm in training, it's I wake up at 5 in the morning to go run my 4 or 5 miles and do strength conditioning, which takes about 2 hours. Go home, eat, rest up, and then go back to the gym at 3 p.m. And I'm there from 2:30 to 6 p.m. After that, I go do my recovery and go home, eat, go to sleep.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I really like that. A lot of people won't really find time for that, huh?
Yeah.
I like how you do that. Even to stop by my house and come interview me, that takes a lot.
Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, I enjoy stuff like this.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time too, very much. What would success look like to you in your eyes?
In my eyes?
Yes.
That's a good question. I mean,
Yeah, it took me a while to think about that one for myself.
Yeah, success is it's a hard question to answer, but I think being a world champion, I mean, that's for sure one of the milestones that I want to accomplish, to be a world champion, be the first world champion out of Santa Ana. After that, I think just having a family, being stable, after my career is over, never having to work a day in my life, and having my wife retired, and having good putting my kids through a good school, good Catholic school, and then from there, paying for their college funds and stuff.
Yeah, that's truly beautiful right there. What's the thing that you love the most about what you do?
Think about love. I
Like,
love winning.
It can not only
Yeah.
be about boxing. It could be anything. Like how you give back to everyone.
Yeah. So I mean, first things first. I love. I just love boxing. I when I say that, I mean I love the whole process of it, the whole training. Facing adversities, even if they suck. Like adversities, like you get a little hand injury or something happens and you overcome that, and you just keep praying and having that faith in you, that everything goes good. And then once you go to the fight, you win the fight, you get your hand raised, and you look back, you're like, damn, I'm grateful and I'm happy that I did what I had to do, and I will go back in a heartbeat to do all that same stuff if it means getting my hand raised and having that victory. And aside from that, I just like guys that look up to me. That's
Yeah.
cool. When people come to me and they take pictures, it's a very surreal feeling that when you look back at me when I was 11, 12, I was getting bullied. I had low self-esteem. I was like just this kid that wanted to hide away from people, to being now where people look at, they want to literally take pictures of me. That to me,
The same people that picked on you.
Oh, this should look
I wouldn't say the
good.
same people, but it's just like people like it's like look at me now kind of feeling.
I'm
Not-
pretty sure they still look at you and they're like,
Yeah, like look what this kid became.
yeah, like this fool kid became a monster. I really should have never picked on him. I could have been his friend, huh?
Doesn't get paid extra.
Something like that. Are there times where you truly don't like boxing?
The only time I don't like boxing is when I couldn't wait, because like it's a whole process.
Yeah, so sauna suits.
Sauna suits, you go to the sauna, and what I do to cut the last couple 5-6 pounds is I go in a hot bath, and I'm literally in there. You can see my skin getting all red. It's boiling because it's literally burning my not burning my skin, but it's like it's so hot in there that I'm sweating. I get out, I put towels all over my body, and I'm just like, damn, this sucks. And I'm literally getting skinny.
It's pretty nice the discipline that you put yourself through.
Yeah, it's intense, man. Intense.
Yeah, a lot of people will say it's torture, but I just like think about it as a mental game.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is a mental
discipline.
game.
Yeah. What do you see in the future of your career?
I take it one fight at a time, but I see myself fighting bigger names in this future, and then I want to become a world champion. And once I become world champion, defend it, unify with other champions in my weight division, and then call it a career. And I don't want to be doing this till I'm 40, 38 or whatever. I want to do this as long as I can when I'm healthy, get the most money I can, establish my legacy, and get out. Have all my brains in contact.
And I'm sure you'll leave your legacy behind. Everyone will be knowing who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Can't wait to see you up there, man.
Thank you, bro.
You're already up there. Just imagine 10 years from now.
10 years, yeah. A lot of hard work.
What is your why or your purpose to fighting?
What's my why?
Yeah, or your purpose.
I feel like God put me on this earth to be a fighter. Not just being a fighter, but giving back to other people, giving back to my community, and just like I said, whether it's like God put me through challenges that I had to overcome, whether it's being a little obese kid when I was a little kid, to getting bullied, to getting really high cholesterol, and to being on the verge of diabetes, to losing weight, gaining mental structure, getting physically better,
Oh, it's around the block.
and then just everything I've gone through in my life, all the adversity, all the stuff that I've gone through, losses, the learning experiences, and just to give back to the others and giving them that advice, that's what I want to do.
That's something I didn't even know that you were obese.
Yeah, I was
That's
a big kid, bro.
That was pretty cool though how you went from obese to that.
Yeah.
That inspires me a lot.
Thank you, bro.
What is something you would like to tell other people, other kids that really look up to you?
Have that faith in you. Have that faith and have that drive, because that's all you need, in this world, is just your work ethic and the self-belief that you can have, and just to keep moving forward. You're gonna face little bumps and bruises down the road. Well, not bruises, but you're gonna face little bumps. You're gonna face obstacles that are gonna be thrown at you, challenges that are gonna be thrown at you. And I'm here to tell you that it's not gonna be easy, because life's not easy. But I promise anyone that is going through something, or is gonna go through something, that it's not gonna be easy. But as long as you keep pushing forward and having that motivation and that, like I said, that self-belief where I am gonna get there, I am gonna do this. I mean, that's what I encourage everyone to do. And then at the end of the day, you're gonna get there. No matter what you do, you're gonna get there.
Yeah, as long as you set your mind to it.
Exactly.
If you're a quitter, you're never gonna get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not how it works.
It's pretty cool. I'm honestly, I wish I could box. I'm gonna probably sign up for a boxing gym soon.
Yeah, bro. Go to Jerome.
Yeah.
Go to the TKO boxing
I
club.
used to box right here in my front yard. Actually, it was a couple years back.
Oh yeah.
I remember you would drive by in your Lexus, and then I don't know if you've seen us before, but me and my brother would box right here.
Oh yeah. No, I never
Yeah.
saw you guys.
Nah,
No.
we would like set up like shoelaces right here,
You were
and then like
box.
just bob and weave, bob and weave.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then little Hector would come by. You probably know him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll just practice right here.
Yeah.
Go box. Yeah. Well, that concludes our interview. What is some advice you would like to give to me, someone who is 15 and not too sure what he wants to do in life?
I mean, just find out different hobbies, bro. Like whether if you like football, try to pursue it in college. If you find something that you like, whether it's trying to chase a degree or just little stuff, see what your hobbies are at. Explore different things, and you can try different things and whatever you like. Set what you like and your passion for it. Just go and chase it. I mean, it's kind of hard right now. You're 15. I mean, I don't remember what I was in at 15. I just remember boxing. Until this day, bro, I still don't know what I really like. I just have to find the other hobbies that are, yeah. I have to find other hobbies that I got to do. But yeah, bro, just échale ganas, as they always say.
Yeah, échale ganas, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time.
appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
Thank you.